So, hi guys, you're welcome. This throwback today will be a little bit tutorial, and I'll be going down to break down the exact process that we went through to go to this level without funding. So, how do we start? I think the first instant of the business was I traveled home and I wanted to stay a little while with my mom and then get the laptop and all these things. So while I was thinking about that and I was looking at my mother's portfolio, and I see that she doesn't have the fund to actually get a laptop for me. So, and my brother was sharing this idea that there's a church that they do attend and all these things, and they need an email. That's what they need. And they needed an email because they have a member that's in US. I wanted to send whatever, something to the email or something. So, and I went there, and on that spot, I saw an opportunity, which is the fact that if one of the members is already in US, I needed the church email to send the documents whatsoever that I wanted. That the church actually is missing out on a lot of things by not having a website. So I decided to sell them on the idea of having a website. So I was talking directly to this pastor and I was sharing the idea of being globalized and even having a custom domain, a custom email rather than just having an email from somewhere. So along the conversation, we agreed on having the website and all these things. And I was thinking at it that how exactly can I get a site done at 5K? That's 5,000 Naira. So, and I figured out the math that, okay, there's one-on-one campaign for a $0.99 domain. And then there's this blogspot that I can connect the domain to. And then there's this custom email that I can get by getting that $0.99, and everything makes sense. So all my costs for that site will roughly be like 1.5 or so at the end of the day. So I'm going to have 35. But in essence, the 35, if I put it into data, especially then I was using Globe. If I'm going to use data or gas sim, I'm going to spend all of it to actually get the job done. So I decided to have a second closing, which is I closed another deal, which was a woman that was a member of the church that actually have an orphanage home and for lesbian and handicapped people. So I decided to close the deal that she also needs an international platform where they can get funding and all these things. Thinking the same way, like all I need to do is to integrate Paystack and PayPal on one of the pages and all this, and then we get the shit done. So I sold the two websites, which was 10,000 at all for two websites, which is something quite ridiculous. If you look at the exact process, even I wrote a blog post about how to do that on one of my blogs then. So, and then I built the site, and even much of the data I wasn't the one doing it myself. I don't have a laptop at that point in time. So I think the pastor had a laptop that I was using. And then most of the time I used the church generator to do the work and get this thing done. So to be able to bring it to a point of completion. So I decided to scale the game. Like, people here are so local. How can I take this 5K offer across board and then all of these people get to have a presence online? So I decided to go on this campaign and this rendezvous and getting more and more people. I think we were able to close about 5 to 6 people before I resumed back to school. That was it. That's about 30,000 mathematically. Someone referred someone's on and 30,000 in total. With that, I was able to get a laptop. And I think I got the laptop for 35 or 40,000. I was able to raise a few other cash from friends and all this, and some of the people that work with me now were people that are able to do one or two things for. It's not exactly like raising cash, but I was able to do one or two things that got me money from there, like teach them something or whatever. So I was able to raise the fund and got the first laptop. But the sorry note about this is that when I got to school, I worked on a project that was in Learning League, which was a sale that was made by one of our directors here now, Director Jobs. So we built this University League, and the website was quite complex, and I think the sale was around 8,000 or 10,000 at that day. So what we do is that we use WordPress, and then we use some premium plugin that we got from all these cracked sites to actually make a University League website where the whole thing was done. At first, that wasn't the way we built it. I told you we were coming from the world of Blogspot, and so everything was built on Blogspot initially before we moved it to WordPress. So we use this 000 web hosts and all these things, because you think about it, 8,000 naira for hosting, that's almost nothing. But there's this free web hosting that we connect the domain to, and it does make sense at the end of the day, and we got that up and running. So fast forward, by December 30 that same year, that was around November, all these things were happening, and then by December 30 that same year, we started getting deals. I got this solution access that paid that 5,000 or so for their own website. So that was how we are looking forward to sales. Like, the entire game was about sales. But that doesn't mean the money is yet enough. So by December 30, something happened. I lost my laptop while I was trying to register the company. Like, not even the problem. I was trying to register the business name for the company. So I lost my laptop at the bank, Sky Bank. Thank God the Sky Bank is no longer in existence, and it's not a Polaris bank. So I've been one of the bank I was through one day. But obviously, so I was at the bank and I put it in one of their lockers. I went in to go and make the payment for the verification of the business name. By the time I got back, I opened the locker with my key. I couldn't find it anymore. I opened the down locker. It was opening with the same key. That was where the unfortunate thing started showing face that I've lost this laptop. Then what I saw was the bread, and then one guy came out and said, Bros, what are you doing with my bread? I couldn't even go home with the bread. I accepted my fate, called my mom that I lost the laptop. She was like, you lost the laptop? And I said, that's not a problem. So I went home, I talked with Josh. I said, okay, we could figure out things. By January, we're already on break. By January, I was this aggressive person, and I was going to the market back and forth. Remember, I've done it this when I don't have a laptop. So the Java mindset was very, very much there. So I went back into the market and I started closing more deals. I started getting better at sales and closing more deals. So I got this website for 65,000. It was a church website, and I got it for 65,000. And then I go ahead and get another job like that. So, and during this time, you can ask me that, how did I go about it? I had a friend then, and his name was TG Miller. So we both, because we are working on this Union League thing, we both often frequent the SUB building where we stay in one of their office. So he's a graphic designer, so you do come to the whatever with his laptop. So I use that often to, one of the time that is free or whatever, it's not watching movie, I use the system to build this site and go ahead and go. So raising all those funds, spending those money on getting the hosting, and then doing my research on more hosting facility, more whatever, which one is cheaper, how do you get it for lower cost and all these things, forced me to be very frugal with the spending, and at the same time be very, very strategic with my approach to the market. Like, I wanted to get a client that at the end of the day is going to get the best service almost at the very lowest price, but at the same time I will kind of get a huge chunk of that very low price. So that's it. The business model is, you want to be as cheap as possible, but at the same time I want to get a huge chunk of the cheapness, but not sabotaging quality. Like, in essence, it was about me looking for offer, me looking for coupons, me looking for free site where I can get premium teams. So that was the code. So, and I got this money, and then I bought one of our small laptops, very, very small kind of laptop, and I was managing it. It was one of the most reliable laptops I could get, very smart, was lovely. So I was using that to work on the game, and when I was getting better, I was learning coding alongside. I was just doing this designing, and so learning, growing, getting more customers. So it was all sales all along. So it was this continuous sales and building team. So I started, I was talking about Josh. I started going out to clients and all these things, and then we brought in dance meets, and every other person was coming on board, and Timmy Atkins and the likes. So I started bringing people on board, and they started getting commission. So the first is get your hand dirty with sales. The second is figure out a model that works with the market as at time being. Like, what is the game you can actually play? I was talking about being cheap, and I said I want to get the best part of that cheapness. So a typical church website should be around 150, 200. That's what guys call, professional guys. But I will get the same professional website for just 65,000, for 50,000, even for 35,000. But at the end of the day, in your 35, I want to ensure that 20,000 is the margin. Like, the hosting is whatever. It should be as quality as the guy that collected 150, and the design should be as quality as the guy that collected 150. But at the same time, I want to get my own 120 or my own 25, if it's possible, out of it. So that was the game. And that gave me the leverage to continue building and getting more people on board. And then I could dish out commission as high as 30%, as high as 20%. And the people who are in the game. And then that's how we grow to when I was in that was in 200 level. This was in 200 level, and a little bit of early on this in late on the level, which was when I went home. So it was all sales, and we're moving. And then at a point, I think I traveled again. That was a couple of years ago. That would be 2019 or so. I traveled to Ibadan to take a few breaks and all this thing and figure out a lot of things and check whether we can move to Ibadan. So I go back. By the time I go back, our entire strategy system changed. That is, we changed our entire hit game, how we see our business, what we can propose to the market, and those strategies change our game that we move to a new space as learning, and ever since we have been growing. Like the entire story, what are the lessons I've actually picked is the fact that you need to be dirty with sales. Like if you are not getting started with funding, have something that you have to offer the market. I mean, the dirty, don't go whatever. Become a pig. You don't care what the sales look like. You don't care whether it's 5K. Start with something like because actually you need people, which is the second stage. You need people. After sales, you need people. You need a lot of people to come. But you need to have proven the sales system. You need to have proven exact procedure for people to follow. You know, even to this very moment I'm speaking with you, I still close sales for people. I still talk about sales. I still groom people in sales. I still, convey the idea of sales into the people I lead. So it shows how much you have been dirty with the sales system, like everything that is in the customer mind and out. So if you get that right, then you can go into the building people. Like you need a lot of people to come on board and join you, and then you walk them through the process. You understand? And then the next thing is recruiting technical talent to join you. Now you are getting people to say whatever you have started with. Then you need technical mind to come and join you, to come and build better stuff. You understand? So I got designers. Designer came on board and decided adding more value to what we do. I got developer came on board and we started adding more value to what we do. Like we are building Notify and all these things, and we are building NG cards. And so the more you grow in the game, start with sales. Start with sales. Let it be about you. And then be strong on leadership. Like first you need to lead yourself before you can lead others. So as much as you don't have fun, figure out a way to bring people on board, and it's more about leadership. I recently learned about a quote that said that leadership is about people being ready to follow you, even if it's out of curiosity. So I think I got that part right. Like people are ready to follow me even if it's just me out of curiosity. They are curious about what is this guy up to and what is he doing. So you too, in your A game, you need to get those parts right. Lead, sell, lead. Then nurture people, then groom people, then build talent, and then recruit, get better heads, better hands to help you do stuff. And then you can now project the strategy, set the strategy, set the system straight, set the process. It's a very, very tough journey when you don't have fun. When you have fun, it's very easy. All you need to do is to jump into the market and start hiring and start getting this and start getting it. When even you fail or you do mistakes, you still use your money to patch everything up. But when you are really, really down to earth, not having anything, you need to get yourself very, very dirty with sales. And then before you can get even dirty with sales, you need to figure out something you can sell. So even if it's shoes, if it's slippers, if it's sandal, if it's a service like mine, like developing some stuff for somebody or doing barbing for somebody, you need to get that right. And then when you get that right, you need to focus on the sales part. A lot of people, when they learn about barbing, for instance, they become this very, very professional, good barber, and then they focus on that alone. They don't end up figuring out the exact process that can ensure that a lot of people are coming to your barbing shop quite often, and then how you can now lead people to be able to create that system that will ensure that they bring a lot of people to your barbing shop, and then how to now get more. When that traffic is much, you yourself alone cannot become the only barber. When that is much, how can you get more quality hand come and help you do the barbing thing? And then how can you now get more hand that can do styles? Somebody that can do jerry, somebody can do palmy, somebody can do nails. You want to get all those that will bring new offering on board. That will bring new offering to your customer base. New offerings, and then that way you can scale up the barbing business. Like that's it. It's a similar mindset across all business. Whether you are a stylist, you are a tailor, you are a tailor, you want to be selling clothes, whatever. Is it pint that you want to make pint? Then take it to the market, be dirty with sales, sell it to girls, young, old, age, divorced, married, unmarried, anything, sell it to them. And then when you get dirty with that, you want to get people to come and join you in the sales process. First, note, in the sales way, that is, you want to get a lot of traction so that even you alone producing the pint will not be easy. Then you get more technical hands to come and help you follow to produce the pint. And then when the technical hand producing the pint, and you are also, don't forget, you are also increasing the sales process. You still get a love order. Then you cannot go ahead and get a new set of skill sets that can maybe do shirt or cardigan or underwear or skinny or lingerie or nightingale or whatever it is, and then you can proceed to scale the business to making Adidas, Nike, or whatever you now think of your brand. That's how you go if you are going from zero. It's going to take time. Where we are today is not, I'm not to that place where we are today. I believe that we can go and do more. It's going to take time, but the ecosystem don't want to just throw trash at you, just throw cash at you rather. So if you are not getting cash, you are getting trash. Hope you get that. If you are not getting cash, you are getting trash. So you need to enjoy getting trash as much as possible till you can able to attract cash. So that's the game. That's how I got here from absolute zero to now several million per month. If you like this content, kindly subscribe to this channel, share with people. If you have any comment, you can drop it, any question, whatever, any part that I did not talk about, you can drop it in the comment section. I will get to answer you, and then maybe in one of your knowledge you get, I go deeper into the exact technical story. This is a throwback. It's more about storytelling. So I'll go into exact technical structure, where I'll detail principles and everything that goes into everything I just mentioned to you that brought us to this point. So with that being said, this is Timmy Brain, and this remains unscripted. Like, share, comment. Guys, I want us to reach 200 subscribers before the week's end. So I know you can help us do that. Really love you. Cheers.